Back to our top story right now, the search for Kirby Wallace. Tonight, why Wallace was released from jail after he was accused of a home invasion in May. We told you earlier this week that we were going to reach out to the DA's office, and today we did. We also talked to the victim's daughter in that home invasion. As you can imagine, she is frustrated that he was released. But take a look at this timeline of events. You can see Wallace was first accused of that home invasion back in May. He was arrested then a few days later on May 4th. A month after that, the victim in that home invasion died of unrelated reasons to that case. Now, an assistant district attorney told me today without her testimony, they didn't feel like they could go forward with that case at the time. Heather Holmes remembers her mother, Suzanne Hollyfield, telling her about the attack.
When she woke up, there was a knife pressed to her throat.
Holmes says it was Kirby Wallace.
He tied her to the bed with cords and electrical tape.
He then forced her to give him her debit card PIN.
And if she didn't give him the right one and it didn't work, he was going to come back and kill her.
Hollyfield eventually escaped, and Wallace was arrested 2 days later. But before the DA's office could take the case to the grand jury, Hollyfield passed away for reasons unrelated to the case.
And I felt like as soon as she passed away, her voice died with her.
We did not feel like we could go forward at that time based on the evidence we had without the victim.
Assistant District Attorney Dan Broyer says the charge was dismissed, but Wallace wasn't released right away. He was serving a sentence for a violation of probation and was released in September, but shortly after that, he was accused of 2 other violent crimes.
I start hearing that he is killing people and tying up other women. It had started with my mother and should have ended with my mother, hence the outrage.
Broyer says they are continuing to investigate Hollyfield's case and looking for more facts.
There's nothing that prevents us from refiling the charges.
Mr. Wallace could potentially face charges again for this crime.
That's certainly a possibility.
And without the victim, they say I should say that Wallace didn't have consent to come in that home. The state needs to find a new way to prove that. They say Wallace claimed he was given permission to enter her home and doesn't admit to anything criminal.